Hello and welcome to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina and we run a real estate and design business in the Atlanta area. And today we're having our little coffee break with you guys and I cannot wait to share today's video with you. I'm gonna have to set my coffee down for the intro. It's gonna be such a fun video. I wanna share with you these trends that are happening right now, and I wanted to share with you easy ways that you can add them into your home no matter what your style is. And I've gathered up quite a few things from around the house that I know you're going to love, that'll show you the kinds of things that you can add into your home that are easy, quick little things to get on this trend. And I love it because even though trends, it's got a bad reputation. Trends are all about here today, gone tomorrow. The stuff I'm gonna show you is definitely a lot more classic. My style tends to be infinitely more classic. I like to look for things that I'm just gonna keep for years and years. So today's video is just gonna be packed with fun ideas and little easy ways that you can jump onto these trends no matter what your style is. And I love that. I love it because I can have a really amazing, classic, clean baseline in my home, and then I can just, with a few little things, just feel on trend, you know, like one of the cool girls, even though I'm not, but you know, that's okay. So don't forget to hit subscribe. We have so much new content coming out. A lot of the items today are actually new items. Some of the items I'll be showing you today are actually items that will be going into some of the new makeovers that are coming up. If I can manage to part with them out of my own home. I mean, I'm just being honest. I was like, oh, I'll order this for that project, and it's not leaving. I'm gonna have to order another one. So I'm going to give you lots of fun stuff. So make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on those upcoming videos and makeovers that we have coming to the channel. And of course, we just love when you're part of our YouTube family. We hope you give the video a thumbs up, and let's jump in because I'm like, oh, there's so much good stuff just like sitting right here. Sculptural pieces they just work in every single style home. Whether you want something that's really luxurious, if you want something that's more organic, if you want something more polished, if you're at the beach or the mountain, it doesn't matter where you are, a sculptural piece will really elevate your style and your space. So I'm gonna pull the muscles out and grab this one. I've got, okay, these sculptural pieces will really, really up your game and probably your biceps, because if you walk around with this one, it's a workout. But it is so beautiful and magnificent. And yeah, this was one of those pieces that was supposed to be going to another makeover, and I loved it so much that now like I gotta order another one. I just love it. It's very heavy. I think it's maybe made of iron. It's from CB2, so it's actually really affordable. So of course, if you have loads and loads of money, you can really get some amazing sculptural pieces. But if you're working on a budget, a piece like this is nice and substantial, and it adds a lot to a space. In fact, I think it looks pretty good here. Maybe I should put it here, but then there'll be a spot in my bathroom. See, now I just need to order a couple of them. I also think that some sculptural pieces that are beautiful are like this Madeleine little, this is actually it's kind of like a diffuser. I don't even know how to describe it. The little lava rocks hold the fragrance. So you can shake actually these aren't the lava, these are amethyst. But either way, they are amazing. They hold the fragrance, but the piece itself is very sculptural, and so it looks beautiful sitting maybe on a dresser, on a nightstand. You've got a little table in your bathroom. It's just gorgeous, and it just fragrances the room. Some of the other things, I think a sculptural bowl like this, you guys have seen me styling this up. If you're a subscriber, you've seen me styling this up, especially even on Instagram. I've shown lots of table settings. It's been in the kitchen, it's been in here. Pieces like these are perfect because they're so versatile, and you can move them around from room to room, and you really just you're never gonna tire of them. And I love those sort of classic pieces that also feel like you're a little bit on like a trend as well. And if you want just a little bit more inspiration, one book that I have bought that I just have enjoyed so much is the Picasso sculpture book. Not only is it beautiful just simply sitting out, I mean, it's just gorgeous. It's so organic, it's so sculptural. You get to literally have Picasso's piece as art in your space. I think that's why I like it so much. I leave it here, nothing goes on top of it because I want to see that sculpture, but I've also at times opened the pages, and it's such a great way of having authentic sculptural pieces from one of the ultimate artists of all time. And most of us, you know, would never be able to have access to things like this. But when you buy the book, you can leave it open to maybe one of your favorite pages. There's so many in here to choose from, or you can also leave it closed. I ordered this vase as well, and I think a lot of times it just depends on what you need, but a sculptural vase like this can be an absolutely gorgeous piece in any room. I also got this little one from H&M Home, and my only frustration with H&M Home is that they sell out so fast. It's sold out before I could even share it with you guys, and it's just so frustrating. So I've ordered another sculpture from there. It's probably gonna be sold out maybe even before the video goes live, but I will leave a link because H&M is a great source. Usually their stuff is a little bit more petite, but this looks amazing on my coffee table. It was supposed to go to that other project too. I know, I'm so bad. I'm like, I'll just order something else. I just love this. Okay. Ooh, next up, and this is easy peasy, but we're going into spring. Well, we're not going into spring. We're in spring, we're going into summer, and now is the perfect time to be adding linen. I feel like this is like a micro trend. It's a seasonal trend, but a lot of times we can kind of struggle to change things up for the season and feel like it's something that's affordable. So I've got you covered. This gorgeous pillow comes in multiple colors, and I loved the little fringing detail on it. It's gorgeous. Mine has literally been sat on a million times. The kids usually, they just love leaning on these. They're really super soft, they're really super cozy, and I think linen is a perfect way to just add a little softness. I was like, oh, is it dirty? This is from a real house, okay? We're real people. But yeah, I mean, that's what I love about linen, is that it's really approachable, it's really soft, and these are from Amazon, and they come in a few colors. You can also check out my Amazon storefront where I have an entire board dedicated to linen so that you can find some great pieces. I have the napkins, I have all kinds of linen items, and I just love to just add these kind of items into the house to lighten and brighten it. And a lot of times I use these throughout the year, honestly. I think linen is just one of those tactile, soft materials that maybe I'll add some velvet for the winter, but I just love it. I think it's a great little trend that's so easy and one that you're gonna really enjoy. Wow, we are so excited to take just a moment and thank our video sponsor for today, which is Sunday. Sunday is an incredible lawn care service, and it's really fun because it is a subscription plan and it is catered to you and your lawn. Yeah, I'm really excited about this program because they use satellite data to analyze your yard. You get on their website, you type in your address, they look at that, and then they'll send you a soil sample bag, and they use all of that together based on where you're living and what your lawn looks like, and they come up with a completely custom plan for you. That's really cool. Yeah, and it's subscription, so they send you papers that tell you even the dates of like, this is when you should be doing this is when you should be doing the second step. This is what we need. This is exactly what I need. No, this is great. So it shipped right to the door, came to the door. Right to the door. Yeah, so not only do they do lawn care, but then you can also add on some fun extras like flowers, and what else do they have? They have plant food. They even sell plants. The pouches are amazing because they make this so effortless. You take a pouch, you take the nozzle they give you, and attach a water hose, and then in about 15 minutes, your whole yard is done. Wow. As a mom, I also love the fact that this is kid and pet friendly. That's huge for me. Of course, I love the fact that it's nature friendly. I love the fact that you can customize your package all year round. Head to getsunday.com/House of Valentina now and get 20% off with my code Valentina20. I know that you guys are going to absolutely love it, so go check it out. I'll have all the details also down in the description box. Well, it looks like you have some fun things to do today. Yes, I do. I'm gonna go put on my yard working clothes and go head outside. Thanks, baby. And now back to today's video. The next one is limestone accents, and unfortunately, one of my favorite things that I have bought recently, I cannot carry it in here. It's that heavy, and that's my limestone lamp. So if you're looking to jump onto a trend that I think you will absolutely love. It is so transformative. I would look at limestone. Limestone is breathtaking. You can even find pieces that look like limestone. You guys have been asking me a ton about the spheres that I have in my house. These are from Pottery Barn and they are amazing, amazing. And they look like limestone, but they're nowhere near as heavy. Limestone is really tactile, it's really organic. It looks so good next to something that's somewhat pristine, but at the same time, it also looks amazing if you've got a lot more rustic elements in your space. There's really no space that I wouldn't put these into. It's really kind of combining, actually it's gonna end up combining 3 trends for today. It's really got that sculptural feel. It's also gonna be very organic, which we're gonna talk about in a minute, but then it's also that actual limestone. Limestone is starting to pop up in all different shops and all different price ranges. You can find anything from some small decorative spheres. You can also find the lamp. There's tables and other accessories and things. It's a fun, beautiful, sophisticated way of really jumping onto a trend that isn't gonna go anywhere. Well, rounded edges is a trend that I cannot get enough of, and I just think it's exquisite. So if you're loving the rounded edge kind of trend where everything is just no more squares, it's all rounded. I already had a square armed sofa, so what I did is I added this incredible table, and it's heavy, so I really, I can't lift it. This table is exquisite, and it really is heavy, and it was meant to be outdoors, but I love taking an outdoor table that's meant to be durable and bringing it inside. And it actually has a little bit of the fluting on it. It is very sculptural, and it's also made in this gorgeous, I think it's in travertine actually. Now I can't remember, but I just think that this is a trend that's gorgeous, it's very rounded, and it's just stunning. Rounded edges really add so much softness to your space. You can take something that has a square and add something rounded to it, and it really just kind of breaks up. It creates like this beautiful flow. I think that a little drink table, we talk about this one pretty often because it's so affordable. It has the gorgeous little marble top on it, but it also, these come in several colors as well, but I just think that they are exquisite, and we use this constantly in our house. So these are items that are practical. The little drink table is perfect for just being able to set your drink down. If I have guests or if we're moving from room to room, sometimes we'll be sitting in the family room at night and the kids are maybe, you know, doing something on the coffee table, and I'll just grab the drink table and just set it next to the sofa. It's just really practical. So those are practical and easy ways to bring that rounded shape in. You could also do the spheres that I was just showing you. Wow, the sphere is an incredible way of bringing some rounded edges into your space. But of course, if you are looking to really invest and you want to go bigger, you could always do rounded chairs, rounded sofas, round coffee tables. There's so many different ways to bring this in, and I don't think this is going to be a trend that's going to be going anywhere anytime soon. So I feel like you can invest and also have some fun and buy these pieces. They really combine that idea of sculpture. They're a little bit more organic because they're rounded like this. I think every single design client that's worked with me has gotten this into their design. I just love this little bowl. It's got those gorgeous rounded edges. It's got this rustic kind of handmade feel to it. It is exquisite. It is exquisite, and it is sculptural, and it is rounded. So you can see how these are really easy, simple ways to immediately elevate, jump on a trend, but these aren't trendy things either. That's what I really look for. I already showed you the fluting on the little table that I have back here, and I kind of gave myself away. Fluted edges are so in, and I adore this trend. I have had so much fun. I bought our coffee little station, the little cabinet bar is fluted. I love it. So the fluting can go in, and the fluting can also, oh, this one's the same way. Sometimes it's, you know, inverted, and then sometimes it's flip-flopped. I don't even know, how would you describe that? How would you describe that? Yeah, You guys know what I mean, where the bumps are on the outside and then these, they're going in. So yeah, I think it's a really fun trend. I wanted to show you, of course, I've jumped on this trend myself with furniture pieces because I love it. I think it looks good for bedside tables, coffee tables, bar cabinets. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I've seen it done in bathrooms on the cabinetry and oh, I love it. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. Why have we not been doing this forever and ever? It's gorgeous. But if you're also looking for some inexpensive ways to do it, little pieces like this one from little ones like this one from Crate and Barrel are absolute perfection. I love this little bowl. I think it's gorgeous. It's rounded as well, and it's got that organic shape and the fluting. It's just, it's chef's kiss. So good. But I also recently ordered these candles off of Amazon, and I'm not really sure where the lid went. I think Jack took it off and I'm not sure where he stuck it, but it does actually come with a really pretty lid. And I love these candles. At first when it came, I was like, that's really sweet. I don't want it to smell too sweet, you know? And actually, everyone has loved this candle when I've been burning it, including myself, and it's just wonderful. This one was the passion fruit peony, yeah. But they have other fragrances. I've actually ordered a couple. I'm waiting for them to come. If you aren't watching our Amazon live events, you need to go and look at our storefront first of all, because I've got lots of ideas, lots of categories you can shop. But then I also have the live events where I show you these things in person, and it's kind of scary because there's no cutting, no editing. It's just us having fun. So yeah, these are from Amazon. And it comes with a little lid, and I will eventually find wherever Jack put it, because what I love is that when the candle is burnt out, I can use this in the bathroom. I can have little rubber bands in it, or my little scrunchies, or you could use it for Q-tips. I love when a candle comes in a container that can be used so long after you have it. And so it's a fun way of getting on a little trend, but you'll use it forever. And I really love that. Oh man, has anyone else noticed that rustic vases are everywhere? I'm so into it, I'm so into it. Okay, rustic vases, man, I've got so many. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. It is handmade and it is incredible, and they keep selling out, so I'll try to link to it as best as I can. But this baby is heavy and it is substantial, and it is so worth this, what I would consider a pretty small price tag for what you're getting. It's amazing. I've gotten it off of Amazon, I've ordered them off of Wayfair as well, and they are incredible. I'm gonna have to set this down. Rustic vases add that sort of organic, just tactile element to your space, and it just elevates and makes it feel approachable at the same time, and I love that combination. I've got more. Oh my goodness. They're all heavy. This is another one that I got from Pottery Barn, and look at that rustic texture. These are amazing, and I think a lot of people moved from that modern farmhouse movement. They were wanting to look for something that felt rustic, but also a little bit more elevated and sophisticated, and that's where this style has gone bananas. This is just from Pottery Barn. It's not from anywhere super trendy. I think Pottery Barn tends to be pretty classic. So when they've jumped onto it, I'm thinking this is here to stay for quite some time. And I just love how a vase can really just transform a space. Greenery, this is just simple greenery from Whole Foods. It's nothing fancy. A lot of times I'll just have a branch in it. It's gorgeous. So there's plenty of other places you can shop for rustic vases. I will definitely leave you guys some sources down below because I think you're going to love this trend. It's so easy to include. It's fun. You can put it on the dining table, you can put it in the kitchen, you can put it on the coffee table, your bedside table. It's great. I think a good vase like this will really just, it's something that you would just use for forever. And that's what I just love, clearly, because I keep saying that. But I think it's important. When we think about trends, we don't want to waste money. We want to spend our money wisely. And these are the kinds of things that you will use for years to come. Last but not least is organic matter. And in case you didn't notice, most of these items already are part of that trend. Organic matter is literally one of the biggest things that's happening this year, 2022. It's like everything. It was really popular last year, it was popular before, but this year it is everywhere and it's everything. And I don't have a home that's necessarily super overly organic. So I was like, wow, what do I do? Well, there's some really fun things that you can add. Organic shapes, organic textures, the materials themselves. If you're looking for easy ways to jump on this trend, most of the items today will fit the bill. They really do have that sort of organic texture and shape, and that's easy, simple ways to be able to add this into your home. You could do a lime wash if you want to take it a little bit further. You can add more linen. All these things are easy, simple ways of actually bringing organic matter into your home. The candle maybe with the fluted glass is probably the only item today that maybe wouldn't fit the bill. But I think adding that contrast is really beautiful. So it doesn't matter what style you have in your home. These are things that you can easily add in and give yourself that organic feeling in your space. Now, I don't know that you could create this style without some books. And some of my favorite books, some of the things that I'm looking for in a book that would fit the bill are books like the Architectural Digest, because it's got this stunning linen cover on it. The color of it's really light. It's got that sort of almost like a creamy color. It's gorgeous. And of course, it's loaded up with beautiful interiors. I think this is probably one of my favorite books of all time, and it really goes across so many different styles. It's so inspiring. I order those all the time. They go into all of my design boards. It's that book. That book is literally the one that I go to over and over and over. Some of the other ones that I go to over and over, Live Beautiful by Athena Calderon. If you've somehow managed to not end up with this book, you need to just go get it. These three, you just need to own. You just need to own these books. This is, of course, same thing with the cover and the color. It's gorgeous. It looks amazing out. It acts as decor, and of course, it's inspiring to read. And I think that Athena Calderon is definitely having her moment this year. Her style is very organic. Nate Berkus and quite a few other designers have a style that's similar, which you'll find featured in this book. And that sort of organic feeling, not just the materials, but just the overall essence of the rooms, you'll find that so much inspiration loaded up in this book, and it will look gorgeous sitting out. I literally take these from room to room, and I'm like, I just need to have more of them. So I actually just ordered another copy of the AD book because I'm getting ready to do, again, some new home makeovers, and I'm like, this has to be in the room. It has to be there. The other one that I am in love with is 8 Homes. You've probably seen, if you've seen our copy, or if you've seen our living room tour, you've seen this sitting out and open on my coffee table. It has the same beautiful cover, and I'm sure at some point when I eventually tire of this picture, which it's been open on there for months at this point, and so I tire of things very easily, so that says something about me. It's really organic, it's really, really beautiful, and the pages in it really just inspire that organic feeling, and it is just, I love when trends feel easy and effortless, and I hope today's video has loaded you up with lots of fun ideas that have gotten you inspired. And of course, you can always shop your own house, check out the things that you already have, and then maybe if you just need a little piece or two, it's an affordable way to create a look that feels up to date and just inspires you for a new time period in your house. I love that, and I hope you do too. So hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I think my husband just came in from a meeting.
So much fun.
I know.
Look at all these pieces.
We have had so much fun. So yeah. Well, anyways, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.